In 1958, 506 Queen Street West was likely a bustling and dynamic location in Toronto, Canada. This address, situated in the heart of the city, would have been a part of the vibrant Queen Street West neighborhood. In 1950, the Toronto Daily Star newsstand was likely a prominent fixture in Toronto, offering residents and visitors access to the latest news, headlines, and prior calls of the time. Our team did our best to make this video interesting for you guys. We'd appreciate your likes and subscribe. Enjoy! In 1954, crowds entering the CNE Canadian National Exhibition through the Princess Gates would have been a common sight. The Princess Gates, a prominent architectural feature in Toronto, served as the main entrance to the annual fair. In 1955, the northeast corner of Dauphin Street and Ellington Avenue West would have been a part of the urban landscape of Toronto. The Santa Claus Parade in 1956 would have been a festive and highly anticipated event in Toronto, as it continues to be today. During this time, the parade would typically feature elaborately decorated floats. In 1954, PCC streetcar 4107 would have been a common sight on Queen Street East in Toronto. The PCC, President's Conference Committee, streetcar was a type of electric streetcar that was widely used in the various North American cities. In 1950, Sunnyside Beach in Toronto would have been a popular destination for residents seeking recreation and relaxation. In 1953, Power Supermarket at 2055 Danforth Avenue in Toronto would have been a bustling retail establishment, serving the needs of local shoppers. In 1955, the Barclay Hotel was likely a permanent hotel in operation, although I don't have specific details about its location or offerings without additional contexts. Many hotels during this era served as accommodations for travelers. In 1958, a hockey game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Chicago Blackhawks at the Maple Leaf Gardens would have been an exciting and highly anticipated event. In 1954, the Golden Mile Plaza, located at the northeast corner of Ellington Avenue East and Victoria Park Avenue in Toronto, would have been a bustling shopping and commercial center. Government House, Charlie Park, with its main entrance, was a historic and grand residence located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It served as the official residence of the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario from its construction in 1915. In 1955, the Glen Road Bridge over Rosedale Valley Road in Toronto would have been an important transportation link in the city. The bridge likely served as a crucial crossing for vehicles and pedestrians. In 1959, the intersection of Lansdowne Avenue and St. Clair Avenue in Toronto would have been a bustling urban crossroads. This intersection likely featured various businesses, shops, and possibly residential buildings in the surrounding area. In 1955, crowds at transfer terminals would have been a common sight in many urban areas, especially those with robust public transportation systems. In 1958, The intersection of Ossington Avenue and Queen Street West in Toronto would have been a vibrant and bustling part of the city. This area likely featured a mix of commercial businesses. Community Dance, Dawes Mills Shopping Center, Southwest Corner, Don Mills Road and Lawrence Avenue East, 1955. In 1953, the address 141/147 Queen Street West in Toronto would have been part of the city's dynamic downtown core. Construction on King Street is a concise description of a common scene in many urban areas. It typically refers to the ongoing development or renovation work being carried out on King Street. A crowd attending the official opening of a subway line is a scene often associated with a significant transportation milestone and public events. In 1956, a police car would have been a recognizable and essential part of law enforcement in many cities and towns. Cars lining the streets in the annex paints a vivid picture of a common scene in urban neighborhoods. The Annex, a well-known neighborhood in Toronto. Your statement provides a clear and accurate description of the scenario. Cars lining the streets in the Annex indeed evokes the image of a typical urban neighborhood scene. Another very different looking skyline suggests a noticeable contrast in the appearance of a city's skyline when compared to a previous skyline or a different city altogether. Davenport Road, looking west, is a simple and clear description of a specific view or perspective of Davenport Road in a western direction. A subway car with an engineer refers to the presence of a subway train operator or engineer inside the subway car.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and see you next video.